Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to Grow, our weekly productivity session. Grow is a framework that is broken down by G.R.O.W. The G is for get clear and confident, the R is for read and refocus, the O is for one task at a time, and the W is for when finished create. Here in our sessions, we do the O, which is for one task at a time. So I usually share 2 productivity strategies to help you get through one thing at a time. Today we're going to do one called check-in with yourself, and I have a little cheat code. It's a little check-in with yourself timer that I'm going to use while I'm working. And then the second one is as you're checking in with yourself to make a list of the off-task things that come to your head, like anything that makes you go off task, just write it down. Don't go off task, just monitor it by writing a list about it. Now, let's work for 25 minutes and really just see if these strategies help us, and after let's talk about it, okay? Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you. 25, I'm setting my timer and I'm putting my headphones on, so I'm gonna be on mute. Put your own headphones on or your own music on wherever you are in your space, and have a great session. Let's work.
I'm right here.
Okay guys, so how was your session? What seeds did you grow today? Did those strategies work for you? They worked for me. I did not get distracted until about 6:58. And the distraction was because the book I was reading was so good. I was like, I gotta call my dad and tell him. And then my other distraction was to go through these cards right here, which you probably can't see, but I have these index cards. I have my sis. My sis is on. Is that you, Ciara? Good morning. Hi. Yeah, we see you looking good. I love this hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, skin is lit. Okay, good morning.
Good morning. I got my tea in my mug.
Yes, I got my mug. Let's do a cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers to you being back on social. I'm so happy to see you. How do you feel? I'm gonna just let you take it away.
I feel good, actually. I got up early, I made my tea, got myself together, set up my workspace, which is also one of the R tasks. And this morning I used 06 and I used 014. So I had my list already pre-written out a little bit last night in my phone, but I sent it to my Google phone number so that way I wouldn't have to work with my phone. My phone is a huge distraction. So because I sent my message to Google, my text messages were already on my computer, so I didn't have to worry about my phone at all. So what I did, I took all of my tasks that I had that I wanted to do today and I prioritized them, and I have it on a do for now and then do for later. So do for later is really not later, it's 014, where if it was anything that was like one-off that I really had an impulse to do, like my laundry that's sitting beside me, I just wrote that on the side, like little stuff that I can put off. And that's pretty much it. So I'm glad that I have a list for today because I've been beating the Mondays for like 3 weeks straight. So I feel prepared. For today.
So I'm really proud of you. I think everyone is probably writing down what you're saying and getting these gems. So thank you for sharing so candidly. My question is, was this like strategy and process?
I think I started April 2021, and back then I had a hard time just getting my hair done, like doing basic self-care. So I would come on here and get my twist done in like 30 minutes and do 2 sessions with you. So it's something that I've been doing for a while, but to have it organized in strategies that I can pick and pull from, that's fairly new to me because Grow Guide is something that's like still growing. So that's fairly new to me. So I haven't always used the one-off at all. So usually if I have an impulse, I may actually follow the impulse. So if we weren't like holding each other accountable virtually, I probably would have did that laundry out of like pressure to get something done in the house before I get something done with myself. So that's just the transparent truth. But yeah, so I've always been making lists with you and with this community, but to actually put it with like one-off or like off-task impulses, I love the fact that I could just have a space to just write off the things that my brain doesn't need to focus on right now so that I can refocus on the task at hand, which was the right side of my list. So.
Like, thank you for sharing that too, because I felt like it was just me. So I feel like you can get a lot done in 25 minutes that you don't think you can do. Like, then I used this. So Carissa, you know Carissa, she gave me this. I thought it was only like a 60-second one. I was literally breathing the whole time and I was like, this is great, but it feels like it's taking a long time. But I didn't want to look at the time. I did not look at the time at all. I committed to checking in with myself and breathing until it was all the way done. And then when I was done with that, I was like, oh, that was 5 minutes. So I still had 10 minutes left. And that's when I pulled out the book, one of the books that he told me to read, which is the 4-Hour Work Week. And if you just joined us, because I see the number just ticked, we are talking about this guide that I read today. But yeah, so it's called the 4-Hour Work Week. And then he said, all is possible when you're optimistic. And I love that. And then humble, he said he is going to, he's committed to remaining a humble student of us, his readers. So I wrote that because I want to feel like a humble student of y'all. You know, I feel like I am in that space, but to actually hear it and read that it was reinforcing for me to remain humble to as a student, because I'm learning from our community, you know?
Even as like in the comments, like when you're doing, if you want to go live, you open it up to the whole community, like not just, you know, 1 or 2, 3 people. So I love the fact that you are humble enough to serve us, but also learn from us and like get our feedback. And I also wanted to point out too, that you low-key were doing 07, which is giving yourself a list or a task to do, but yourself without having to have the pressure of the timer or the clock. So you're like, I didn't want to look up at the time, but yet you still were present. So like 07 brings you like fully present to the task that you have to get done. So you're not even checking for a timer, and you get to give your body and your mind and your soul like the space to just pace itself. And then now you know for the next time, oh, that only takes 5 minutes. So I love it. Then when you're ready to do your list for today, for tomorrow or another day, you're like, okay, when I get to that task, it only takes 5 minutes, because one of my symptoms is time blindness. I can't really articulate time. Like with ADHD symptoms, time blindness is something that's so like special to me when it comes to neurodiversity. So I love the fact that you just stay present and pace yourself first, and now you know, like for the next time, okay, that only takes 5 minutes, and it takes the pressure off. So I think I'm gonna use that today too.
Thank you. Yeah, and I felt safe because I knew if I ran out of time, the timer was gonna go off. So I didn't, like, once I realized, like, I feel like this is a very stretched period, I was like, stay with it, keep breathing, monitor your thoughts. All of my thoughts this morning are positive. I'm the happiest I've ever been in life. So it was just like joy, just like, I am happy. That's all that kept coming up was, I'm really happy. This is great. This is good, like, you know? And so speaking of happy, I am so glad that you, first of all, are the first to go live with us. And I know you use the G.R.O.W guide, but you use the digital one, right?
I do. I have a digital one. That's what I'm looking at now.
Okay. So this came in the mail today. Well, yesterday. And I waited to open it on live. So let's see what it is.
Oh my God.
Wow. This is my first time seeing them. Wow. Wow. It's a hardcover G.R.O.W guide, and there's two. So there's one for me and one for you. You're getting this fully signed. I'm sending it to you today. You totally deserve. Like, if anybody's getting the first copy, it's you, Ciara, because
we on live. You know I get the crown.
I can't help you with that. You know that's your thing. Oh my God, I'm excited. It looks so good. Oh my God, it has flaps. Shout out to my husband. He fully published this. He taught himself how to publish books just to publish this book.
I'm so proud of you and your husband, because I remember, again, back in 2021, these were the things that you were working on to bring to the marketplace and just bring to the servant place to help us. Like, you were getting on live, like, look, I gotta create something, I gotta help the community, but you were actually creating in front of us while we getting our work done. So, like, that's full circle. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm happy for y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up every day while we were doing this. You were the only one in the room. Like, looking at the number now, we got a nice little 30-something or whatever. And you remember, it used to be you. That's it. And so thank you, because I literally wouldn't have thought this could work if it wasn't for you being there and your testimony. Like I told you before, you being there allowed me to feel like I had a purpose and that I wasn't alone. I could actually do my work. So I, like how you got your master's with us last year, I was working on my homework last year, you know, and that was a period where reading was the hardest thing ever for me. That's why I had to put those R strategies for reading and refocusing, because I couldn't read. All I could do was like try, but once I got on live with y'all, it was over. So this though is like the end all be all of everything. And it is on Amazon right now for folks who see it. You can pre-order it. You can go ahead and pre-order the G.R.O.W guide if anybody wants to, but this is my girl Ciara's guide. I'm so excited to send this to you. I hope you love it.
I love it already. I love my new one. I'm so proud of you.
Ah!
Your husband is so publishing that. Oh my God.
Yo, he taught himself InDesign. Shout out to my line sister Mateo, because she was our first person who wanted us to do her book. And so we didn't know what we were doing. He taught himself everything, and that was during 2020. And from then, we just kept learning and learning. So he taught himself everything. Also, shout out to Mikea. Shout out to Dexter, because Dexter helped us format things when we were having a lot of trouble with the graphics. Mikea, shout out to Mikea and Good Neighbor, because if it wasn't for them, this book wouldn't even look like this. It might still be the Everything Sheds cards, but going into Good Neighbor, I said, I really need the book to be clean, because they were the first ones who said, we want your book in our store. And the book wasn't even ready yet. And so I am so so grateful that we get to see how this goes. And so if people want an advanced copy, they have to come to Good Neighbor. We have our next Good Neighbor session on Sunday at 5:30 here in Baltimore, March 5th. So, but yeah, if y'all want this, y'all gotta come get it from Good Neighbor. I don't know if it'll be there by Sunday because we only ordered 2 just to see the proofs, but I know Good Neighbor will have them in there soon. And yeah, every month after that they'll be there, but you have to wait and order it for the pre-order. They come out for everybody September because I want to have like a big back to school, back to, you know, fall productivity vibes in that area in that time. Hi Nicole! Oh my gosh, shout out to Nicole Russell, she just came in. She's also somebody I have to thank. I can't even read these comments, but I saw yours. I'm sorry, Sierra, I have to stop for Nicole because Nicole is the blueprint when it comes to nonprofit neurodivergence service. Okay.
Love you. I'll talk to you later.
We love you. I'm so proud of you for going live. I know this was big for you. I gotta get my screenshot.
Love y'all. Okay, I'm gonna try to get off.
Okay, baby.